This video is from Ajit Kumar Nair, rehabilitation professional, RCI registered, at Nair's Epigenetic Wellness. Contact 9446 467779. There's a popular trend right now of going with the flow, especially when it comes to your career. Making a plan can sound rigid, while just letting things happen feels more natural and creative. But behind that peaceful image, the reality is often much louder. For most students, not having a plan leads to late-night loops of worry. What if I don't get in? Or what if I fail? Avoiding a plan doesn't actually grant you freedom. Instead, it leaves you trapped in a cycle of constant, low-level mental uncertainty, where you never quite know if you're on the right track. The real problem is that while we might want to drift, the systems we rely on, like colleges and careers, run on very rigid, unforgiving schedules. Look at a typical academic calendar. Most portals are open for just one single month. If you miss that window, it snaps shut. Your seat goes to someone else, and you're stuck waiting an entire year to try again. This is exactly where that anxiety spiral comes from. Because you haven't prepared, the entire weight of that deadline hits you at once, leading to a frantic scramble and avoidable panic. When the system is designed around strict dates, relying on luck almost guarantees that you'll miss your window and end up stuck. Imagine a student who misses an application window or fails to meet a primary goal, and they haven't prepared any other options. Suddenly, they are in a gap year. But they didn't choose this time to grow or travel. They are just stuck in a gap because they didn't have a backup. While their peers are building skills and moving forward, this student's resume stays empty. When the next round of applications opens, the people who were active are the ones who get picked first. Without a plan B or a plan C, even a small setback, like one bad test result, feels like a total catastrophe because there is nowhere else to go. Eventually, the pressure leads to choices made out of pure desperation. You might end up following your friends into a career you don't even like, simply because you feel lost and unhappy. When you don't take the time to map out your own path, you eventually give up your autonomy. You let your circumstances or society decide where you go next. Now, look at the other side. Consider a student who also misses their first choice, but they have a secondary plan ready to go. Instead of a passive gap year, they have a skill year. They use the gaps in the academic calendar to actively build their future. While they wait for the next portal to open, they finish certificates, they take on internships, or they publish their own work. Their mindset changes from "I didn't know the date" to a confident "I am ready." They aren't pleading for late entries because they are already moving forward. Having this structure replaces chaotic uncertainty with clear steps. You still might feel nervous, but you aren't lost anymore. You know exactly what to do. Prepare, apply, and move on. A plan doesn't stop life from being difficult, but it ensures that any waiting period is used as a springboard to get you where you want to go. Many students avoid planning because they falsely believe they must map out the next 10 years all at once. That's overwhelming. In reality, successful planning is just about figuring out the very next step in front of you. You just need to ask a few practical questions. Can I afford to go 2 years without a salary? Or is this a field I'll still enjoy even on the bad days? Focusing on that immediate next step keeps you from getting stuck by overthinking every possible what if. It saves you time, money, and a lot of unnecessary stress. An academic plan isn't a cage. It's more like a safety net that catches you when things don't go perfectly. When you have that net, you stay in control. You get to be the author of your own story, rather than making major life decisions just because you're panicked or desperate. By replacing the spiral of uncertainty with a simple structure, you protect your peace of mind and keep your future opportunities wide open. Presented by Ajit Kumar Nair, counseling psychologist, clinical hypnotherapist, Nair's Epigenetic Wellness. You can reach us at 9446 467779.